Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. TimTheTatman 2, the Just Chatting podcast version of me. We got a great one, and one that I think is going to cause a little waves for you today. A lot of you know I love football. I'm a big Dallas Cowboys fan, and growing up on Sundays, there was always football on in the house. I'm sure a lot of you can relate with that. Basically, the TV's running. It doesn't even matter who's necessarily on, but typically every Sunday during football season, football's on. A lot of you also may know that I stream the Thursday night football games on Twitch, which is an awesome opportunity that I love working with the NFL to do. Needless to say, NFL is a pretty big deal to me, all right? What we got for you here is my personal belief and my personal ranking on the NFL teams. Now, before you get into this, just know this is my personal opinion, okay? I tried to do this as fair as I could. Some people disagree with me, and I'm sure some of you here will as well, but I still stand by my choices, and I think this is the perfect NFL tier list. Be sure to drop a like on this video, and be sure to share with a friend, especially if you like the tier lists, man. These are fun to do, to be honest with you. If you're not subscribed to this YouTube channel and you're watching TimTheTatman 2 over here, I would appreciate if you hit the sub button so I can stop having to throw Kevin into the wall, because so many of you are just not subscribing. Someone sub, Kevin. Oh, someone sub to Kevin. Oh, thank you for doing that. Sit right there. Thank you. Be sure to tell somebody you love them, okay? I'll catch you in the next one. This tier list thing that we've been doing these past couple days, I just want you guys to know they're fun, okay? I'm not going to be doing them every day. All right, just for the record. NFL tier list, bro. This should be a good one. S is the best, A is good, B is middle of the, middle pack. C is not that good, but not the worst, and D is the worst, okay? That's how this ranking system works. The Tennessee Titans. We're just going to get right into it with these football rankings. I think Tennessee is a good team. They're solid, right? I don't think they're the best, okay, but they're certainly not the worst. I think when I think of Tennessee, I think of one guy, right? Who a lot of you, I'm sure, know who I'm going to talk about. That is arguably one of the better running backs in the league, right? Derrick Henry. Guy is a complete beast. One of my favorite running backs to watch, actually. They got him. They got A.J. Brown. They're not bad, right? But I'm not going to put them. Tannehill. I like Tannehill. I do. I think he's a good QB. I'm going, but just so you know, I'm in my head right now, I'm going between A and B. I'm going between A and B. They're not an S tier team. I think B is a good spot for Tennessee. Tennessee is good. They're not the best. They're good, but I do think there's teams that are better than them. I think B's a fair rating for them. They have a good team. Tannehill's a good QB, but Derrick Henry is obviously unbelievable. Miami Dolphins, bro. Miami. I've never really, that team is just from the outside in, as someone that doesn't really, I'll be completely honest, I don't watch many Miami Dolphins games. From the outside in, they look like they're in shambles. But like there just seems to be a lot of discourse. Is that the word I'm looking for? There seems to be a lot of just not on the same page. But I don't think they're the worst. I think Tua, he's a great athlete and a great QB. I will say that. Tim, they almost made the playoffs. Doesn't matter. They're a C tier team. C tier. What I would say about Miami, it's their locker room seems not on it. If they were all firing on all cylinders, I think Miami could be B. I do. But where they're at right now, I'm going to say C. Cleveland Browns, bro. I love the Browns. I love Baker. I love Chubb. I mean OBJ. The team is on it. They are so good. And they did well in the playoffs this year. They did. Who's that defensive lineman they got? Dude's a monster. What's his name? He's incredible too. Garrett, bro. Myles Garrett, right? They still got Jarvis Landry too, right? I don't want to be wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure they still got Jarvis Landry as well. You know what's interesting about the Browns, bro? On paper, I think they should be A tier. They're just not, and they got Kareem Hunt. You're right. They just don't. I'm going between A and B. Do I think the Browns are better than the Titans? That's my real question. I'm gonna go A. I'm gonna go A with the Browns, man, and for a couple different reasons. I like the Browns, so I am a bit. This is my list, so I am a bit biased. I like the Browns. They have everything they need. This last year, they did well. They made the playoffs. They did solid. I think next year you're going to see a Browns team that is firing on all cylinders. I think the Browns are an A-tier team. I mean, you guys got to remember, right? OBJ wasn't even there in the playoffs. You guys realize that? As much as it was, as some of you were saying that's an L, I disagree, man. The Browns, to see where they've come from as an organization and where they are right now, I think they're an A-tier team. I think they're good. Jacksonville. Oh, Jacksonville, bro. They are just who's Jacksonville's running back? He is good. I like their running back. Can you guys remember? Hey, help me, chat. I can't complete. Robinson, bro. I like Robinson. I think he's a good running back. But Jacksonville, I think a lot of you are going to agree with me here. Jacksonville, I think, is our first D team. They're kind of all over the place. They're probably going to get Trevor Lawrence. They're probably going to start rebuilding. But I think that's a D tier team right now. But I like James Robinson a lot. I do. We'll see what happens. They'll probably figure it out eventually. I think they'll take Trevor Lawrence, and I think they'll start working around him, if I had to guess. Detroit Lions. I got to put Detroit in D. I have to. And it hurts my heart because I think Ninja's watching. I'm sorry, Tyler. I love you. But Goff, their team is just not there. They're all over the place right now. I mean... isn't their receiver going to leave too? Didn't I hear that? What's his name? Galladay, right? Yeah, bro, I got to put them in D right now. I'm sorry, Tyler. They are just they're kind of in shambles. Galloway. The Lions. I mean, hey man, listen. The Lions they're ready for a rebuilding story. That's what I'll say about the Lions. They're ready. Maybe they get Goff and all of a sudden they start clicking and they start playing. They're ready for a rebuilding franchise right there, So Vikings. Okay, sorry. I like the Vikings, man. They're a solid team. I love Dalvin Cook is incredible just to watch. He's so good. They're interesting because I think on paper it's another team that is solid, but then you got Kirk Cousins, man. Cousins is what is making me go from B to C, and that's sad to say because they have such a good team. They don't they got Jefferson too? What's his name? Is it Justin Jefferson? Right? He's so good too. But in my opinion, Kirk is just, and they got Thielen. You're right. I forgot about Thielen. Oh, bro, literally their quarterback is making me go from B to C. They have so many good players, but their quarterback, in my opinion, Kirk is just, it's not. In my defense, or I mean, in Kirk's defense, maybe it's his O-line. Maybe. Because their O-line was kind of, I think they were injured this year. But, I mean, I'm basing this off this last year and current. And off the last year, I got to go see. Tampa Bay Buccaneers, bro. Tom Brady, Mike Evans, Godwin, White. They are, I mean, right, Gronk. They won the Super Bowl, right? I don't think anyone here can disagree with me. Got to be us. Fournette, right? It's got to be an S-tier team. I mean, they won the Super Bowl, and not only did they win the Super Bowl, but they made it look easy. They got Antonio Brown. I mean, and their roster is just stacked. And you know what? It's a lot of credit to Tom Brady and leaving the Patriots and going to Tampa and winning the Super Bowl. Their defense as well is incredible. Who's the guy that just got re-signed? I just saw it yesterday. David, right? He just got re-signed. They're such a good team, bro. I got to put. I mean, who am I going to put if I'm not putting Tampa and S tier? They won the Super Bowl. They're a great team. Ninja's calling me. Oh boy. Hey, what's up, bro? Homie, the Lions are a D tier team. They are.
If you don't fucking move them at least to see you, we don't have friendship anymore, okay?
Listen, it was a hard year. Okay, there's gonna be a redemption arc, but right now, this is off last year and current. You hung up on me. Goff, I cannot put them at C. I can't. There's no way they're as good as the Vikings or Miami right now. There's no way. It was a rough season. Okay. Okay, San Francisco. Off this last year, they had a ton of injuries, man. And that's kind of hard because I think when they're healthy, they're a real good team. I mean, they Garoppolo, hang on, he texted me. He sent me a sticker and it's toxic. Sorry, Tyler, I love you. Where am I putting San Francisco? Yeah, Kittle, bro. Kittle is arguably the best tight end in the NFL. Okay, I'm doing this off last year and current. I think B is fair. They're a good team. They just had a lot of injuries. I think B is a good spot for them. I don't think they're A. They're did they still got Deebo Samuel? They still got Deebo. He's so good too. I think B's a good spot, man. Off last year and what they were doing, they didn't have the year they were looking for, but they're a good team, and I think injuries aside, they could be A. And they got Ayuk, bro. I forgot about him. Yeah, he's mad good too. Atlanta Falcons, bro. My immediate gut reaction was to put him in D. Immediate. Atlanta is rough for them, bro. They just, the Atlanta lost to the Cowboys. You know what I mean? I think I gotta go D. Calvin Ridley is one of the best. In my opinion, personal, Calvin Ridley is one of the best wide receivers in the league. But unfortunately, Ryan is just, I don't know, bro. I don't know what's going on. Julio Jones too, bro. Both their receiving core is insane, and that's why I'm like, why can't they score? Right? It's more their defense than anything. Their defense is just in shambles. Their offense, they can score, but their defense is in shambles. I gotta go D. I have to. I can't put them in C. They're not good. They lost so many games last year. I gotta. And the weird part is that on paper, their offense is incredible and they are good, but their defense, bro, they got to figure their defense out. They have to. I think if Atlanta has a defense, I think they're a B tier team because their offense is so good. You got Gurley, Ridley, Jones. Their offense is a good offense, but because of their defense, they suck. They're putting up 40, 50 point games and they're losing. You know what I mean? That's their defense, bro. 100%. I agree with what I'm saying. I agree, Tim. Thank you, Tim. Baltimore Ravens. Obviously, Lamar Jackson is just incredible to watch. Brown, what's his nickname? Brown's nickname? Hollywood Brown, bro. He's so good. I gotta go A with the Ravens, right? I have to. I think I have to. I think they're an A-tier team. I don't think they're S, though, if I'm completely honest with you. I think they have some stuff to work out to get to S. They definitely have the capability to be an S-tier team. Anyone with Lamar Jackson should be winning Super Bowls, man. He is watching him play football is just watching. It's amazing to watch. So, Chicago Bears, bro. They got a franchise tag on him, on Robinson. Okay, that's good because he's incredible. bro, can you imagine Russell Wilson at the Bears? I would love to see that and just kind of spice it up a little bit because that'd be kind of lit. But what the team is right now, I think C is fair. They have good players. They just don't have, I don't know if it's the coaching. I don't know what it is, but I think C is a fair spot for the Bears. I think that's fair. Trubisky is just, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. Tim, they made the playoffs. I don't care. They're a C tier team. I don't care. The stars aligned and they were able to make the playoffs. I don't care. C tier, 100%. They got that. They have the one right wide receiver. What's his name? They're a really good receiver. They got. Can you guys help? AJ Green, man, he's good. Green is good. They have Higgins too. I guess they have Boyd as well. And listen, just to be clear, I love Joe Burrow, and I was really sad to see him get injured. I think Joe Burrow is going to be a great QB. It really sucks that he got injured this year because I think Burrow has the ability to turn that team around, but where they're at right now is D. But I think if Burrow's healthy, if the team's clicking, I think they could easily come up to C pretty easily. Once they say, I mean, it was Burrow's first year. They were trying to figure stuff out. They really need an O-line. The Bengals need an O-line. If they can protect Joe Burrow, I think it'll be night and day. So, Texans, they look like they should be good, but they're just not. Obviously now Watt's gone. Deshaun Watson is I feel so bad for Deshaun Watson because he is a great quarterback, and their team. I mean, isn't Deshaun Watson leaving as well? Isn't that what's going on? Didn't I hear that? Like he wants to sign somewhere else. I don't. Honest to God, I don't blame the guy. He should try and get out of Houston because, you know, I'm gonna put the Texans in D, and you know why I'm putting the Texans in D? I think I'm doing it because of their like owner. You have one of the best wide receivers. What do you trade for? You got the best wide receiver in the league. You're trading Hopkins for David Johnson? Come on. I don't mind David Johnson. I think he's a good running back, but compared to D-Hop, I mean, come on, bro. I got to put the Texans in D. I have to. Oh, bro, the Colts, man. And it's so weird because I'm not a big Colts fan. Team doesn't really excite me that much. I don't know, nothing about it. But guys, listen, I think even though I'm a Cowboys fan, I think Wentz is a good quarterback. I think he just needs an O-line, and the Eagles right now don't have an O-line, so they got Hurts because Hurts can kind of scramble. The Colts, the Colts are solid. With Carson Wentz, I think they're a B-tier team. I do. I think the Colts have the potential to be a good team, and I mean, the Colts beat the Bears a lot, right, as well, didn't they? Isn't the Colts defense really good? If I'm honest with you, I didn't watch a ton of Colts games this year, to be honest, but I'm pretty sure their defense is like top of the league. Their defense is really good. Yeah, I think B is a good spot for the Colts. I think B is good. Rams. Now, this is an interesting one because we're doing this present, right, after the trade. So this is an interesting one now. They got Ramsey and Donald. Their defense is so good. Does that put it up to an A? Oh, this is a hard one. I need a B plus, bro. I need a B plus. I think Stafford's going to do really well there too. I do an A tier. God, this is a hard one. This is probably the hardest one I've had so far. I gotta go A. I have to. Their defense is unbelievable. Their defense is unreal. And I think with Stafford, because Goff was not it. And I think with Stafford, the Rams this year are going to be, and you got to remember, I'm doing this with current events, right? So you got you got Stafford instead of Goff now. So I think with Stafford, they'll be an A tier. Chargers, bro. Man, I'm already down. You know, I'm leaning C and D. But I don't think they're as bad as Lions, Bengals, Houston. I think C is a good spot for them. I think they're who's their quarterback, the rookie? I like him a lot, man. I think he's a great QB. Herbert, right? He's fun to watch. I gotta go C. I think that's an easy C. I think that's fair. Kansas City, bro. I mean, gotta go S, right? Patrick Mahomes, Kelsey. I have to go S, right? Have to. No shot. I put them in A. Yeah, Tyreek Hill. They're so good. It's an S tier team. Kansas City's good, man. There's no two ways around it. They're a great team. I mean, they have everything. I mean, on paper and on the field, they're stacked. Great team. Easy S. Saints. I mean, Drew Brees. Towards the, I mean, he's retired now. Is that official? Is that official? I feel like, oh, it's not official. I thought he was retiring. I can't believe some of you are trying to tell me that the Saints are an S tier team. I can't believe that. That actually blows my mind a little bit. I mean, I'm between A and B with them, but I'm not even thinking S. No shot. Alvin Kamara is arguably one of the best running backs in the league. They just can't win a playoff game. I guess ultimately what I have to ask myself with my list here, do I think the Saints are better than the Titans, San Francisco, and the Colts? And I do kind of feel that way, so I think I got to put him in A. Michael Thomas, bro. Yeah, I think A is fair. I think A is a good spot for the Saints. They're better. They're better than the Colts, San Francisco, and Tennessee. I can't put them on a B level. They're just better than them. I think the Saints, they're a good team. I will say, though, bro, Drew Brees is getting old, and I think they're going to have to get a new QB soon. So I'll be interested to see kind of how that plays out. There's no shot they're an S-tier team. No shot. No shot. Absolutely not. They're lucky they're A. Oh, New York Giants, baby. Fellow NFC East competitor. Danny Dimes. I want to say Saquon Barkley. I know I've said one of the best, running backs, etc. In my opinion, Barkley is the best running back in the league. Period. In my opinion. He unfortunately got injured last season. He is a beast of a running back, in my opinion. But I mean, unfortunately, even though Saquon is an S-tier running back, the Giants are a D-tier team. They are in shambles, I think is a nice way to say how they are. They're just not it. Which is funny because they did so well. Just to be clear, I like Danny Dimes. I do. I like Danny. I think he could be a good QB, but their whole organization is just kind of crazy right now, bro. You guys think they're a C-tier team? Their defense? So, chat, just so I'm clear here, you're telling me New York Giants are on the same level as Minnesota, Miami, the Bears, and the Chargers? And we're doing this based on last year where Saquon Barkley was injured, right? No shot. No shot. Hey, Giants fans, I don't know what y'all are drinking, bro, but no shot. No shot. Their defense, and honestly, their defense isn't even that good. I mean, they're better than the Cowboys defense, but D's the spot, bro. No shot. Philadelphia Eagles, man. All right, next. Steelers. Oh, Philly. I'm a Cowboys fan, so, I'm kind of biased here. But, they were so They were just so, I mean, the Cowboys last year were bad and the Eagles were worse. It's hard to even believe that, like, because the entire NFC East should be D tier. I mean, they're all garbage, but I do think I think the Eagles are better than the Giants right now? God, maybe you guys are right. Maybe the Giants are a C tier team. Am I going to eat my own words? I think the Eagles are better than the Giants, bro. I do. I'm going to put the Eagles in C. I'm doing this fair. The problem with the Eagles, in my opinion, is consistency. Sometimes the Eagles come out and they play and they're like a B or an A tier team. And then other times they play and they are just abysmal. I don't know what it is. They're injured. They got hurts. I don't know. Well, you guys are saying no shot. You guys are disagreeing with what here exactly? You don't think the Eagles are a C tier team? Yeah, maybe you're right. Like, I'm looking at the teams here. I can't put the Eagles up with the Vikings. I can't. Okay, sorry, Eagles fans. Sorry, guys. You're right. You're right, chat. You kind of made me realize who I was putting them up with. I can't put them up there with the Bears and the Vikings, and I can't. They suck. It is. Steelers, man. I got to be careful with this one. My in-laws are all Steelers fans. You know what's interesting about the Steelers? How at the beginning of the season they were doing so well, and then they just kind of flopped. I don't think the Steelers are as good as the Browns, the Ravens, the Rams, or the Saints. I don't. Guys, Ben Roethlisberger looks like he is one hit away from being gone. I can't put him in A. I can't do it. Ben is like, it looks like he's like glass. Their receivers are so, I mean, I have to go B. I have to. I hope my in-laws aren't mad at me. I have to go B. I cannot put the Steelers at the same level as the Ravens, the Rams, the Saints, and the Browns. I just can't do it. I just can't do it. They peaked early, in my opinion. They had an easy lineup. I can't put the Steelers there. Ninja just texted me, dude. And he goes, Ninja texted me, dude, and he goes, I still notice the Lions are in the D. I didn't know you didn't want to be friends anymore. Ty! Okay, hang on. I know I just got 250. Just get Ninja. I cannot listen, I understand you're a fan, right? I get that you love the Lions, okay? I cannot put them at the same level as the Vikings, the Bears, the Chargers, and the Dolphins. I just can't do it. You can't. Come on. You can't do it, man. I cannot. Okay. This $250.18 is from 18. A lot of you know him. A lot of you have heard of him. Now, here's his message, and I quote. Ready? He goes, what? Because 18 is a Steelers fan. 18. Guys, can we look in the mirror here and be honest? I'm talking to Tyler too, okay? The Lions are a D tier team. The Steelers are not an A tier team. They're not. They were undefeated. They peaked early. Big Ben is one hit away from like breaking. I can't put him in A. I can't do it. I can't do it. I'm sorry. Okay. Let's move on. Broncos, man. God, talk about a team that I want to be good that just isn't. I mean, who do they got? I can't even think. Is their quarterback right now? Isn't it is Locke, right? Oh. Hey, bro, they got that guy, what's his name? Judy? Hey, bro, that kid's gonna be something. He is gonna be something. He is. They're kind of young, right? They're a young team. Von Miller's a great linebacker, right? I have to put these guys in D, right, chat? I have to. Fair. I can't. There's no shot. No shot I can put them up with Miami. No way. I can't do it. They're not that good. Green Bay Packers. I'm going to try and keep my bias out of this one. I'm going to try. God, I don't know why, but for some reason, I just don't like Green Bay. I don't like them. But they are a solid team, and I can't deny that. I can't deny it. Watching them lose in the playoffs this year was such a pleasure for me. Some of you guys are saying B. That's just disrespectful. You can't put the Packers there. I'm going between S and A. I am. I gotta put him at S, right? I have to. Aaron Rodgers. I mean, Devontae Adams is so good. It hurts. Literally. That's how good he is. I have to put him in S, bro. I have to put my bias aside. They're an S tier team. They are. The one problem, the one thing that makes me want to put him in the A, the one thing is their defense is chalked. Their defense is, I mean, it's the worst run defense in the league, right? That's probably the one thing that is like making me want to put them in A. But I think about that offense and I just can't do it. Their offense is so good that the Packers offense is so good that it doesn't matter that their defense sucks. That's the sense I would say. Their offense is so good it doesn't matter that their defense is bad. And they are an S tier team, as much as I hate to admit it. But if I could really throw my bias in here, I'd throw them down here. All right, Panthers. Oh, Panthers, man. I mean, Christian McCaffrey is incredible athlete just in general. I mean, he's so good, but if I'm completely honest with you, I think that's the Panthers right there, Christian McCaffrey, right? Obviously, where I'm at right now is C or D. Tim, Deshaun Watson. Guys, I mean, I'm doing this off current roster, right? And Deshaun Watson, even though it's rumored, there's no official trade or anything. I guess I have to ask the question, do I think the Panthers are better than or equal to the Chargers, the Bears, the Vikings, and the Dolphins? No shot. I can't put them in C because they're not as good as them. They're just not. I have to. You guys are saying that that's an L. There's no way. Maybe I need like an F tier. I almost need like an F to break up D because there's so many. I think I need an F because these teams aren't on the same level either. Honestly, I need like an F tier. Hang on a minute. Hang on. This actually Adderall below. This might help. This might help some people's frustration. Hang on, because like I have everyone at the bottom here, but there is some separation in the bottom. Okay, so I just added an F tier. So let me make something clear. Tyler might not be friends with me if I do this. Tim, you have to put your bias aside. What was the Lions' record this year? Anyone remember offhand? What was their record? They were 4-12. I'm sorry, Tyler. I love you, bro. They're so bad. They're so bad. They're so bad. And Goff is not going to help them. They're so bad. I'm sorry. I have to. They're 4-12, and they literally traded probably their best player, and Galloway's gone. I have to put him in F. I have to. I'm sorry. I have to put friendship to the side here. They're an F tier team. They're not good. That's like not even with my bias. I think I got to do that too. Does that look better to you now, though? Now that we have an F tier? Because it is fair. These teams are, in my opinion, better than these teams. So I think we just needed one more tier. That was the problem there. Dude, the Falcons might be down. Oh my God, this is getting questionable now. Hang on. I mean, guys, you're telling me to put the Falcons down here. I can't do that. The Falcons, whereas they blew a lot of leads. They like their offense is so good. Their defense is the issue. They're scoring 50 points and they're losing games. The problem is they have no defense. This is my list, guys. This is taking too long. This is my list. I think that's better. That looks right. Broncos fans, I'm sorry that your team sucks. I don't know what to tell you. I'm sorry your team sucks. Okay, let's move on. I got to move on. Raiders. I like the Raiders, actually. That tight end they got, his name is, let me see if I can do this without your chat. I want to say it's Waller. Waller. What's that guy's name? Waller. That dude is incredible to watch. I think the Raiders are a solid team. I think they're solid. I like, both their quarterbacks, bro. Frick. They're good. Josh Jacobs, bro, fun to watch too, man. I think I'm going between C or B. And I guess what I have to ask myself is, do I think the Raiders beat? I can't put the Raiders on the same level as the Steelers. I can't do that. There's no way. I think C's a good spot for them. C's fair. They're a good team. I like their wide receiver, that tight end. Waller is insane. Josh Jacobs is an incredible running back, but their defense, in my opinion, is really what is lacking. Tim, can you name one player on the Chiefs? I mean, what is this, like a test? You think I'm that fucking stupid? Someone ban that guy? What is that disrespect? I watch football every Sunday. You're going to ask me if I can name one person on the Chiefs? Get him out of here. Get him out. I was literally at the Super Bowl, and this guy's like, hey, dude, can you name someone on the Chiefs? Dude, get out. Washington's football team, not the other name, chat. Washington's football team. Made the playoffs for the NFC East. One of the best conferences in the NFL. Do I put Washington on the same level as Jacksonville, the Eagles, the Lions, Broncos, and Houston? There's no way. There's no shot. They have to be D. Why are you guys hitting me question marks? You think C? You think Washington is on the same level as the Vikings, Miami, the Bears, the Chargers, and the Raiders? Tim, they made the playoffs. They were practically 500. The NFC East was in shambles. Like, the Cowboys had a third-string quarterback come in, and you're going to tell me that they made the playoffs? The fact that some of you are trying to even remotely put Washington in C is alarming to me. I cannot. They were practically 500 when they went to playoffs, and that's because the Giants, the Eagles, and the Cowboys all suck. The one thing I would say Washington has that's good is their defense. That is one thing. Their defense, I think, is good. That much I agree. That one guy, is he a rookie? That their defensive lineman, that dude's a monster. Chase Young, dude's a beast, bro, 100%. But I can't put them in C. I can't do it. Cannot. Will not. Arizona Cardinals. I like Arizona, bro. Kyler Murray. I love Larry Fitzgerald. Love him. They just got JJ Watt, right? They just signed him. They got D-Hop. I mean, they got a good team. They're a good team. I think I got to go B with Arizona. Kyler Murray, in my opinion, is one of the fun and best quarterbacks just to watch right now. They're a good team, man. I got to go B with Arizona. I think it's fair. Tim, you don't know football. If you think the Cardinals belong anywhere lower than a B, you don't know football. No shot. The Buffalo Bills, baby. Let's go, Buffalo! I'm trying to not let my feelings for them get in the way of my choice here. Just so you know, I'm going between S or A. Buffalo it was so fun to watch them this year. Josh Allen is great. Diggs to go to Buffalo and do what he did. Oh, they're so good, man. They're so good. Here's what I would say. The Bills showed a lot this year. And I think they showed that they are competitors and they can win a Super Bowl. And I think I'm going between S and A, but I think A is the right spot for them. I don't think they're at S yet. I think you give Buffalo another year or two, and if they stay healthy and that team stays together, I think they're S easily. I love them. I think they're a great team, but I can't put them in S. If there, this is like another one of those things. If there was like an A+ spot, I could put them. I'd probably put them A+. But I don't think they're at the same level as these guys. I just don't. I don't think so. Unfortunately, I wish, but I just don't think. I was pulling for them all through the playoffs, chat. Just so you know. Seahawks, man. Oh, they are good, but they're not that good. Their receivers are, I mean, arguably one of the best receiving cores in the NFL. Arguably, Metcalf I get him try and pick him up every year on fantasy. He's unbelievable. Lockett, I mean, those guys are so good. Defense, though, that's where I think they really struggle. I mean, you guys saw that playoff game, right? Y'all saw that game with Seattle? I just don't know, man. Their O-line is not there. They're abysmal. Oh, Seattle fans are going to hate me. Here's what I think. I think Seattle fans want me to put him at A, but I think majority of the other NFL fans are like, yeah, they're B. I have to go B. I know you're going to hate me, Seattle fans, but I just don't think they're an A-tier team. New York Jets. All right, next. Patriots. Okay, the Jets, seriously, I have kind of talked about every team a little bit here, but the Jets, I mean, right? I mean, they need help. They can't even lose a season correctly to get a first round pick. You know, they literally messed up their perfect season to get Trevor Lawrence by winning. It's just, I mean, they're in shambles. So they're F. I might even have. I should probably even put something below F, because to have the Jets and the Lions on the same page is kind of disrespectful. I should probably make a Jets category and just put them down there. But the Jets they're awful. They're awful. Awful team. They need help. They need God. I don't know what they need, bro, but they need some help. Okay, Patriots, bro. This is a weird one because, you know, all these other seasons, man, with Tom Brady and stuff like that, right? Up here easy, right? This season, man, oof, there was like a random fact that this is the first season that the Patriots have ever lost to a team like twice or something. You guys are saying C. I'm not there. I'm thinking D. Some of you were saying C. I don't think they're at that level, to be completely honest with you. What I would say is about the Patriots right now, their redeeming factor is their defense, I think, outweighs their offense. I think if their offense gets on the same page, they can really start to do well. Their defense is good, though. This is a hard one. I think I'm going to go C, though. I think you're right. 7-9. They ended okay. I think Cam's a good quarterback. I just think they're kind of all over the place right now. And I'm pretty sure, I'm not 100%, but I'm pretty sure the Patriots got hit by COVID really hard. Like Cam was out for what, 3-4 weeks or something like that? I don't know. I think they're C. It was a tough year for them, but last but not least, we saved the best for last. The Dallas Cowboys. All right, man. I appreciate y'all watching, guys. Thank you for being here for this. This was a lot of fun, man. I had a lot of fun doing this thing, and I think we should start rating. We'll do this again more often. Whips, you want to take the picture? Hang on a second, guys. There it is. Whips, you want to get the picture? Here, let me give you a thumbs up. Ready? Listen, guys, I'm a Cowboys fan. I love the Cowboys, but yes, it was a very hard year for us. We had Dak. He was injured. Dak is signed now. Here's my honest opinion. Honest opinion on the Cowboys. Hang on. Here's what I'll say about the Cowboys, man. The Cowboys on paper are unbelievable. I know us Cowboys fan, we always go, this is our year. I don't know what it is. I don't know what isn't quite clicking, right? Dak obviously being injured this year was brutal for the Cowboys, right? But CeeDee Lamb, Amari Cooper, our Gallup, our receivers are so good. We have Ezekiel Elliott as our running back, one of the best running backs in the NFL. You got Dak Prescott finally signed and healthy next year. And the one thing I will say about the Cowboys is our defense is lacking, right? But they got Diggs, right? They picked him up, and they're working on getting a better defense. The defense is the primary issue I think the Cowboys really have. Their offense is good. The defense is kind of an L. But I fairly rated all of these other teams. So I have to look in the mirror and I have to fairly rate my team. They're not a C. They're not. But I don't think they're an F. I don't think you guys are giving credit where credit's due. And maybe this is my fan coming out, but I don't think they're on that F tier. I don't think they're as bad as the Broncos, the Lions, the Jaguars, the Jets. I don't think they're that bad. Realistically, I think the Cowboys are D. Realistically. They're on that par. I don't think they're F. I cannot agree with you there. I can't do it. And I'm trying to be as honest as I can. I cannot put the Cowboys in the F tier. They did not have a quarterback. We had a third string quarterback play for 2 games, and they were almost making the playoffs, right? Understandable, the NFC East was garbage. I'm not disagreeing with you, but they with a third string quarterback, DiNucci, right? I didn't even know who this guy was. And we got a third string quarterback and we're almost making the playoffs. We were 1 game off. I got to put him D. I have to. And I think that's me being fair, even though I'm a Cowboys fan. I got to put him D. And if Dak's healthy, it's a completely different season, obviously. I'm a Cowboys fan through and through. It was a rough year for us. I think on paper, they're unbelievable. They need a little better defense. But I think on this tier list, they're a D tier team. Everyone smile, chat. I think that's a good tier list. I think that's fair. I would say my one hesitation, my one hesitation I really have is Buffalo. To be completely honest, Buffalo's. I think it's my more me being like a fan of the Bills. I want them to be S tier. I don't know. I think that's a solid list though. That's solid. And the Patriots, they might be too high. They might be D as well, maybe. But that was fun. Okay, let's get a round of applause in the chat. That was us rating the NFL football teams. I think that was fair. I think that was a fair rating, and I think that was done well.